The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi, and every day you were. And if you ever fall in love again now, baby, make sure that the lady is a friend.
David!
That's survivalist David to you, Neil. You never listen. You need to remember important facts, Neil. It comes across as either ignorant or arrogant when you don't address people correctly.
David, I'm not playing your games and you are not survivalist David.
I so am survivalist David, and I'll tell you why. Once I was abandoned as a child in the rainforest. Life can be very cruel, and David was dealt a very cruel hand early on in life, but I adapted. I adapted very quickly, and I formed my own language so that I could communicate with the local wildlife. I taught it to every animal within a 10-mile radius, and for a short time I was the king of the forest. Of course, I couldn't stay there forever, as I wanted to explore the world, but I did create a language, and it's still used to this day.
Oh yeah, and what language is that?
Brazilian. I created the Brazilian dialect. Anyway, other measures I had to take to survive included hunting and foraging so that I could eat. I built my own house using twigs and leaves. I survived torrential rain and used it to my advantage. I developed a system to collect rainwater for drinking, and when there was no rain, I used crisp packets to collect condensation.
David, I'm sure the language of Brazil is older than packaged crisps.
Not walkers or anything like that, Neil. Good grief. I've survived, Neil. It's a big part of David's story, and that's why I have been recognised as a survivalist, and it is in my title.
No one believes you, David. Just stop.
Neil, you don't have the authority to speak on behalf of everyone. You don't believe me, and I'll tell you why. It's because you don't want to, and that's because you're jealous. You're jealous. Now, I've got an awful lot of wild berries, and they're going to spoil if I don't get another Smeg fridge. But, unfortunately, I'm a little low on funds right now, so I'll be eating a lot of berries, and I wanted to offer some to you as well. So, would you like some berries, Neil?
Yeah, I'll have some berries.
Excellent. I'll give you a doggy bag full of wild berries now. I also wanted to ask if you needed David to take any more trips to the post office. You look like you could use an extra pair of hands.
I'm never giving you money again, David, because you steal it and you buy things for yourself.
I do not. I wouldn't, and I haven't. If you're referring to the Smeg fridge I bought, that's between me and Tangol Smart, not you, Neil. And I'm sure they would agree that it is essential that my wild berries don't spoil, nor my fish supplies. We don't want it going all smelly in the studio. I have a question for you, Neil.
Yeah.
Do you think David would get the role as James Bond in the future?
No, you're not an actor.
David is an actor. David absolutely is an actor. And I'm actually in talks with Spielberg and Landis about making a movie loosely based around the life of David. It's going to be called David. Hopefully they'll want to make a David 2 as well, as there is so much life to cover.
Nonsense, David. I can't be bothered with you today. Have you got something true to tell me?
Yes, I have. Let me tell you something true. You're an awful man, and you've got serious issues with authority. One day it'll become the undoing of you, and I won't be there to bail you out. You are bitter and sour and actually quite revolting. And I believe you are jealous and tired of living in the shadow, the 9 feet shadow of David. And your days at Tango Smart are numbered because you just can't stand it. And for that, I feel very sorry for you, boy.
David, I'm off on holiday now. You can sit here and think about how you've just spoken to me.
How rude. What a rude boy. Good grief. And if you ever fall in love again, oh baby, you must make sure that the lady is a friend. Love, David.